One of the most controversial situations that have come up in the past 2 years, and I guess what I'd like to know, and we'll keep it a yes, a yay or a nay, and the two issues that have been most controversial that I can remember are the Camp Street Bridge and the gate to Walmart. 4-4 council vote, 4 yay, 4 nay. Someone's going to break the tie. As the mayor of Washington, Missouri, how would you vote, knowing that a previous council approved $100 and some thousand in engineering fees, a study that was done for traffic, a safety issue by our emergency services on both of those issues, and it's a difficult question, but how would you vote?
I'll take it first because it's a tough one, okay. Roger. First of all, it can't be answered by yes or no. But the first time it came around, I voted no. That not to put it in. The reason for that is because it was costing the city at that time, from what I understood, quite a bit of money. The second time, there was stimulus money involved there. And I wanted that money to go to our town instead of somebody else's town. So if I had to break a vote today, Roger, I can't give you a yes or no unless I know all the situations and all the criteria involved. It's a tough one. It's one of the toughest ones. But I will tell you, from a bridge standpoint, I can think of other bridges in this town that we need to spend our money on.
Right. Well, if that study shows that emergency services would be better to Walmart, given my white hair, and even though I probably don't shop at Walmart, I leave that up to my ever-loving wife, Regina. And because, frankly, it's too far to walk from the parking lot into the little lousy store. And I have to, you see me here, sitting here on this chair, you know. But I'm afraid that if the study showed that it would improve the emergency services, I would break the tie for yes.
Sandy?
Okay. Well, here, while they're thinking about this,
no, I got it. We already had to film it twice. Right. I know for a fact that Roger and Tim are sitting back there conspiring, coming up with good questions.
That's great, though.
Because you want to see us sweat. You know what? You got to make tough decisions sometimes as a city councilman. And folks, I'm going to be the first one to tell you, you're not going to agree with me every time. But I hope you believe in my core structure of less government, less taxes, less regulation. When I looked at that project, and by the way, we are not bound by the decisions of a previous committee, city council meeting. That does not bind us. That was a discussion that came up in city council on multiple occasions. When I looked at that thing, and I sit down and I talked to some very intelligent people about how much that's going to cost and what alternatives are we. What Darren Lamb will always tell you, it's about the grid. It's about connecting the city. And when I looked at Camp Street Bridge coming up and connecting to Fifth Street, can anybody answer me with a yes or no? Is that a straight shot up to Fifth Street?
No.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Is there better connectivity out there? Where's the growth in this city going to go? Is it going to go north, south, east, or west? I think it's going to go east. We just made a $20 million investment out there. It better go east. Okay? And when I look at that, I saw 9th Street. I saw International Avenue. I saw great connectivity out there to feed the potential growth of this city, but it was never even considered. They were intent on going up the Camp Street straight up to Fifth Street. And I am not going to spend, my name is not going to be associated with spending, you know, the numbers varied widely, but say $650,000 to put in a bridge that had been down for 30 years. Now, did I vote on it just like Jeff did when they offered the stimulus? Sure I did. Because at the very least, what I wanted to see was, what are you going to offer us? East-West Gateway, what are they going to offer us? So I think I would have been foolish not to at least look at the offer. And I think that's what Jeff and I did, we wanted to at least see the offer. It's going to bring jobs to our community. I mean, why not? How much does free cost? 0. So I wanted to at least look at it. Here you go, Sam.
When the argument and the discussion was going on concerning the Camp Street Bridge, I was not a member of the city council at the time, nor was I running for mayor at the time, but I was a believer at the time that, and I had had some of these discussions, I know, with people in town. I wasn't always sure that the reason to be against the bridge was a good reason. I saw it as a cut across. I saw it as an opportunity to link our city one more time. I saw it as that, but I never felt like I had a dog in that fight, so I didn't go to any councilman. I didn't talk about it with anybody, and I felt sure that in the end our city council would make the decision that was right for the city. I really wasn't all that involved in it, but I could see reasons for it to be there and reasons to be against it. I think if I were mayor and the project came up again, I would want to look at the studies. I would want to be sure to stand here right now and say that I'm totally against the Camp Street Bridge. I'm not so sure that I can say that, because there may be a reason or an opportunity that presents itself. But I think that we need to look at the direction our city is growing, and we need to look at what's out there and what kind of opportunities are there for us. So, thank you.
And it brings up a really, I want to put a period on this. About a year ago, Leon Whitworth called me up and he says, I want the Camp Street gate open. I want you to bring it up in city council meeting. And folks, if you want to hear city council sound just like crickets chirping, bring up opening up Camp Street Bridge, because I brought it up, and I was the only one that brought it up, and I was promised a very vigorous fight if I continued to try to bring it up. So I did bring it before City Council to open up the Camp Street Bridge. Thank you very much.